Okay, Wildcats. Today we're looking at Journal page 60, Rational Function Application Part 1. Solving rational application steps. Step 1, make the table. Step 2, write the equation. Step 3, solve the equation. Refer to the notes on page 59. Step 4, answer the question in a complete sentence. If you would, update your notes. Okay, now your notes are updated. Let's take a look at the examples. All right, it takes Black Panther 3 hours to bring Claw to justice, and it takes Siri 2 hours to bring Claw to justice. How long would it take if they worked together? Use a time equation to set it up. All right, so your task is one task, bring Claw to justice, takes Black Panther 3 hours. So the time would be 1 divided by 3. Now, takes Siri, it's one task, bring Claw to justice, 2 hours. So your time would be 1 divided by 2. Okay, now together, it's one task, bring Claw to justice. We don't know the rate, so that's x. So time would be 1 divided by x. Okay? So now our equation would be 1 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 2 equals 1 divided by x. So we have our table completed. We have our equation written. Now we need to solve the equation. And the first step to solving is we need to multiply everything by the common denominator. To find the common denominator, it's easy. We multiply all the denominators together. So 3 times 2 is 6, times x is 6x. So now we multiply. So that's 6x divided by 3 plus 6x times 1/2 is 6x divided by 2. And then 6x times 1x is 6x divided by x. Okay? So now we simplify. 6x divided by 3 is 2x plus 6x divided by 2 is 3x equals 6x divided by x is 6. So now we solve. 2x and 3x is 5x equals 6. We divide both sides by 5, so x equals 6 divided by 5, which is 1.2 hours. So x equals 1 hour plus 0.2. Now, that's minutes, so we need to multiply that by 60 because there's 60 minutes in an hour, so it's times 60 minutes. Okay? So that's x equals 1 hour plus 0.2 times 6 is 12, so 12 minutes. Okay? So, let me add a line here. And it's a bit bright. Let me try to adjust the lighting there. There we go. All right. So we would say it takes Black Panther and Siri. Oh, almost misspelled Siri. That wouldn't have been bad. Sorry, Siri, for misspelling your name. It takes Black Panther and Siri 1 hour and 12 minutes to bring Claw to justice. Okay, so finish up example 1. All right, now let's take a look at example 2. All right, example 2. A wildcat kayaker spends an afternoon paddling on a river. She travels 3 miles upstream and 3 miles downstream in a total of 4 hours. In still water, the Wildcat kayaker can travel at an average speed of 2 miles per hour. What is the average speed of the river's current? Okay, so the distance is 3 miles upriver. Okay, her rate is 2 miles minus the current. Okay, so time would be 3 divided by 2 minus c. And the reason why it's minus c is because you go slower because you're going against the current. Okay, now going down the river is 3 miles. The rate would be 2 plus the current because you're going to go faster with the current. So the time is 3 divided by 2 plus c. Okay. Now her total time is 4 hours. Okay, so our equation is 3 divided by 2 minus c plus 3 divided by 2 plus c equals 4. Okay. Now we need to multiply by the common denominator, which is 2 minus c times 2 plus c. Okay, so then that's 3 times 2 minus c, 2 plus c, divided by 2 minus c, plus 3 times 2 minus c, 2 plus c, divided by 2 plus c equals 4 times 2 minus c, 2 plus c. Okay, this divides and becomes 1. This divides and becomes 1. Now we distribute. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times c is 3c, plus 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times negative c is negative 3c, equals 4 times negative 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times c is plus 2c. Negative c times 2 is negative 2c. And negative c times c is negative c squared. Okay. Now we simplify. 3c minus 3c cancels, so you're left with 6 plus 6 is 12. Equals 4 times 4 is 16. And 4 times 2c is plus 8c minus 8c. And 4 times negative c squared is minus 4c squared. Okay, well, the 8c minus 8c cancel. And so you're left with 12 equals 16 minus 4c squared. Subtract 16 from both sides, you get negative 4 equals negative 4c squared. Divide both sides by negative 4, you get 1 equals c squared. Take the square root of both sides. Now remember, square root is plus or minus. So c equals positive 1 and c equals negative 1. Okay, now we need to check. Okay, so let's check. Okay, now let's check when c equals 1. Okay, so we plug 1 here for the rate. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. Okay, and then that's for up the river. And then let's check when c equals negative 1. Oh, wait a second, I'm sorry. We have to check both of these. So 2 minus 1 checks. Now we put 2 plus 1 equals 3. That checks. Okay, so the rate going up is 1 miles per hour, and the rate going down is 3 miles per hour. Now we need to check with c equals -1. So 2 minus a -1 equals 3, and then 2 minus 1 equals 1. Now you might think, oh, well, those are positive numbers. That's okay. Here's the thing. If you're going up the river, you should be going slower, and down the river going faster. So this makes sense. But here it's saying you're going faster upriver and slower downriver. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so c equals -1 is not a valid solution. So your answer is c equals 1. Okay, so we would say the average speed of the current is 1 mile per hour. Oh, paper flew there. Probably flew with the current. All right, so if you would, go ahead and finish up example 2, start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.